Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Scorpio. How are you guys? Welcome to the new viewers. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I do singles readings Mondays, general reads Thursdays, anything goes, and lots of energy updates in between. Scorpio, let's see, what is it you need to know? Single Scorpios in their love life. What is it you need to know? Oh, I see some happiness, clarity, something new. Yeah, we got a person who's curious. They're looking for clarity. Yeah, curiosity, but there's a need to learn more, to gain more clarity and insight into a situation. Yeah, it has to do with laying a foundation, making a commitment. Now, a commitment could have to do with just going on a date, but it's about building. So there's curiosity. There's a need for more clarity. Yeah, look at that. You know what you want here. I definitely feel like you know what you want, what you're looking for. I definitely see this energy of new. Aries, Leo, Sag energy here. A little Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, it's all about curiosity, learning, needing to see clearly. Okay, there's still a lack of clarity, but there is somebody new coming in. Yeah, I definitely see the energy of getting a lot of attention. I do see some kind of a victory. Yeah, but this is also an energy of breaking free, being open to something new. I see just playing the field, dating and courting. I definitely see you getting some attention here. I feel like you're not interested in someone who's just looking for attention, though. Because you know what you want here. You want to have a victory. Yeah, just dating, courting, playing the field. Yeah, there's definitely an energy of lack, feeling kind of lack and loneliness. See, somebody here wasn't giving you enough attention, so you're getting it somewhere else. But this is paying attention to the red flags, okay? Pay attention to the red flags, because this has to do with lack and loneliness. Yeah. See, could be someone coming in who's just lonely, but it's telling you to look. Don't just look at the positive, okay? Look at the red flags. Look at the things that might be lacking. Yeah, see, cooperation, compromise, lack of compatibility. But I definitely see this energy of going down this path here. Why is the sun? Yeah, you're open to new. Look at that. There you are. Yeah, you're open to new. And I do see someone who's curious coming in. You've got an opportunity coming in. Yeah, it's saying to look at truth to see clearly. Make sure whoever's coming in, pay attention to the signs and the signals, okay? Because there's someone who may not be telling you everything. So this is about yourself becoming aware, okay? Seeing truth, gaining clarity. Yeah. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. I see laying a foundation. This is what you want. Is someone to make a commitment to lay a foundation to build. Yeah. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're manifesting what you desire. You have everything you need. I feel like you have goals, things that you've achieved. But this is all about just watch out for someone who manipulates, okay? Like I say, there's someone here who may not be telling you everything, because this is about you seeking clarity, seeing truth in the situation and becoming aware, okay? Because this is about being aware. This is yourself playing the field, dating, courting, you know, you've broke free from a situation. But the person that's coming in, so I don't know if this is, I mean, you're open, and I do see you wanting to build a foundation with someone. I see a house, a home, a reason to celebrate. Yeah, you're manifesting what you desire, but just be very careful of someone who doesn't tell you everything, because it is an energy of a person often who's lonely, looking for attention. So it's about what you're attracting to you, see? It's what you're attracting to you. Yeah, because I feel like, and I do see loneliness. Definitely I can see lack and loneliness, but it's telling you to pay attention to the signs and the signals here. Yeah, pay attention to the red flags, because it does have to do with change. I feel like you've moved on. I definitely see change coming. I see growth. Yeah. Yeah, see, it's all about being lonely, making a connection. So there's a couple people who are kind of lonely, and you're going to connect with this person. but it's telling you to just look for truth, to see the truth, okay? Because it has to do with clarity, needing more clarity and becoming aware. This is definitely an energy of curiosity, but there's a need for truth and clarity, someone who communicates clearly. You're definitely open to new, and I do see someone new coming in, maybe even multiple. Yeah, you've got a King of Cups here. This is someone who's been kind of lonely. Yeah, so you may make a connection with this person. You may go down this path, see doing things together, spending time together, but I still see this playing the field, paying attention to the signs and the signals. Just watch out that someone isn't emotionally manipulative. But I really feel, like I say, this is about two people who were lonely and making a connection. Yeah, it has to do with change. It has to do with growth. Yeah, there is change coming. Yeah, you got a person coming in. They take the lead. It's a certain person who's generally very confident. They keep their emotions in check. This could turn out okay, but I feel like you're going to be looking for red flags here. See, it's all about someone who has everything they need to manifest their desire, but it's about making sure someone here isn't, just looking for attention. They are someone who takes the lead. I do see spending time together, doing things together, yeah, but if you start to feel something is off, okay, pay attention to that. Yeah, because it is about things being calm, being at peace, but it's about taking a step back, feeling something might be a little off. Okay, yeah, but it's whether you're each other's type. I do think you're going to connect. You're going to make a connection. This could go somewhere. Tell me about this. This is what I'm looking at, because it's a need for more clarity. Okay, things that need to be learned. See, it's about learning. This person definitely has a house, a home. Yeah, some of you got a couple people here. Yeah, you're playing the field, dating, courting, but like I say, it's all about paying attention to the signs and the signals, whether someone's just looking for attention or whether there's somebody who wants to build a foundation. Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Yeah, I definitely see Sag. You may be looking, you have two people, I feel, but it's all about a victory. So you got someone here kind of win or lose, right? They come in, so it looks like you got a couple people. Yeah, it's all about yourself taking a leap of faith. It's telling you to look before you leap, because I can see the energy of just going for it. You have a person who's definitely not afraid of taking a risk, but this is where it's about you learning and seeing truth, gaining clarity. Yeah, I do think you're saying yes to these, both of these by the looks of it. Because I see dating, courting, playing the field, but like I say, I feel like you've got someone here who you might feel something is a little off, so trust that, okay? Yeah, it's all about long-term stability, a partner. See, what you want is a partner. You want someone you want to build with someone, and I definitely see you taking a leap of faith yourself, going down this path. So you have everything you need to manifest your desires, but yeah, you got a person, and I feel there's two people coming in. See the leader. Yeah, both of these people are both taking the lead, but one of these people, one of them is going to feel off. It's not going to feel right, whether they're your type. And quite honestly, at some point, they're both going to feel that way. But look at this. Yeah, see some kind of good news getting out there, being social. So there's definitely the energy of 3. Some of you may, if you are online dating, getting out there, social media, this is the energy. There is some good news, but I do see dating and courting. Yeah, but one of these is see the same thing happening. So really be careful of someone who comes in and then puts on the brakes. And it could even be yourself in that energy. But you do have someone here with some strong Cancer energy. They definitely are taking the lead. They are confident. They have self-control. But it's about determination to succeed. See, someone here is more determined than the other person. Looks like you got a choice, but one of these is sort of where the same thing's happening with someone. See, it's all about looking at someone who just wants to play the field. Someone here who may never make a commitment. So it's about the same thing happening. Yeah. Yeah, it's all about a person putting in effort. See, someone who wants to build. Like you want someone who wants to build, someone who wants to do things, that want to spend time together. You could have a person who just wants company, companionship because they're lonely. But it's telling you to don't just look at the positive, look at the things that are lacking. Definitely there's loneliness here. Yeah. This is someone here still reminiscing, longing for love or missing someone. And definitely I do see a crush too, though. Yeah, you got a couple people here, but I still feel, and I wouldn't be surprised yourself too, you're still missing someone. Because I do see this energy of the same thing happening. One of these people may put on the brakes. And it even could be yourself, but this is about staying in your power. You can push the stop button anytime you want because it has to do with change. See, something here I feel has changed you forever too. So you are going to look before you leap. But you've got a person here who's still missing someone, longing for love. Yeah, see, looking at the negativity, someone who's kind of a little bit negative, feeling sad, this kind of energy, still missing someone else. And then you have another person. There's two people here. One of them is definitely is in that kind of win or lose energy, right? They just come in, and so you've got two people, both leaders, but one of them may put on the brakes, or you may, yeah, because you have another person coming in, asking you out, going on a date, someone who takes you someplace. Yeah, and I'd see dating a couple people here, but I do feel like it's all about long-term stability. It's about partnering up, just doing things together, maybe going out for dinner. This is often a safe place. It's generally out in public. Yeah, you've got a choice here. See, making a choice. One of these may not go anywhere, but yet there's this other person. So I do feel there's going to be choices here. One of them still missing someone else. They're still longing for love, and maybe it's yourself, but I feel one of these may not go the distance. One of these may not go the distance because it has to do with playing the field, dating, courting, someone who's not really ready to take it to the next level. And then you have this other person. So you may not get what you want. So it's a person who's kind of content maybe to just be friends, just to spend time together because of lack and loneliness. But this is about getting your cup filled, so you may not get what you want from this one person, because this is what I feel like you want. You're open to building a foundation. But one of these people definitely really pay attention to the signs and the signals. And I do think you're going to have a few aha moments yourself. So who's this Knight of Cups? This is someone who comes in. Yeah, it has to do with whether someone's right for you or not. It has to do with harmony and being fair. Yeah. One of these people may be right for you, the other one not. So this is all about kind of just going with the flow, seeing where it takes you. See, you might spend a day with someone here and just see where the day takes you. But to be honest, one of these people, something might feel a little off because it has to do with a person who isn't ready for any kind of commitment. They're content the way things are, just to be friends. You may spend time with them, though, and just kind of see where this goes. But yeah, one of them may not be right. Yeah, you've got a Sagittarius energy here. It could be possible Leo energy as well. Yeah, so you're manifesting what you desire. So I see a lot of communication coming in. I feel like you're saying yes. And then you've got this other person coming in. See, someone who finds you really attractive. There's a lot of desire here. One of them is someone who moves fairly quickly. So I do see a lot of Sag energy, but I also see this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy with this King of Cups. Yeah, I see a possible Gemini energy, but I feel this is the same thing happening that's happened before. And someone who wants to take it to the next level before there's any commitment. But this is definitely an energy of a bond, a connection. See, spending time together, forming a bond. Someone who's actually looking for love. Someone finds you very attractive, desirable. Yeah, you've got an opportunity. I do feel things are going in your favor, but one of these situations may not serve you. Okay? Know your worth and value. Yeah, self-respect. But this is where I feel like you're going to have to make a decision. One of these may not go anywhere. Like I say, it's about being content to just be friends, to spend time, because it is someone who's lonely. And I do feel like, just friends. But this is someone here who may be wanting friends with benefits. And then you got this person who's very attracted to you. I definitely see a crush possibly turning into love, but you got a choice. Yeah, see, this is about applying lessons learned from the past, the same thing happening, someone who wants friends with benefits. One of these doesn't serve you. It's not in your best interest. But I definitely feel this energy where there's this hope that the feelings are mutual with one of these people. You got someone coming in offering up a cup. You got someone who's definitely, full of love and emotion here. But I definitely feel like you got a person who's looking more like for friends with benefits. See, this is about avoiding, applying lessons you learn, knowing when to move on. Yeah, but it's all about someone spending time. See, two people learning about each other, someone who'll spend time with you. Yeah, you've got a choice. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. This is about getting your cup filled. See, one of these people may never fill your cup because they're content the way things are. You may not get what you want. And then you have other opportunities coming in. I do see a busy time. I definitely see living in the moment and having a good time, just living your best life, like enjoying this time. You're free. You're free to explore. But there is someone here who wants to explore, and do things with you. So, like I say, I feel like there's a lot of hope here. There's a lot of hope. But I do see it's saying to be a little cautious of that wishful thinking. Someone here may not be showing their true self. See, often it's about someone wearing a mask, hiding their true self and then possibly intentions. I feel like you'll know when it's time to move on. I feel like you've got this. You are so ready to go down a new path, yeah? So you're seeking options, keeping your options open. I mean, there is someone here who knows a good thing when they see it. But I feel like you got someone who just wants to, and I feel like it's yourself too, just keeping your options open. But it's also this other person, someone who doesn't want to make any commitment. They just want to keep their options open, but they're looking for friends with benefits. See, you've been there, done that. I can see you've been there, done that. You know when a situation doesn't serve. So yeah, you're going to seek other options. Yeah. Tell me about this Eight of Wands. Busy time, multiple opportunities. Yeah, it's saying to trust your intuition. The signs and the signals will be cautioning you with one of these people. Okay? Because it's a been there, done that energy. Yeah. Just trust your intuition, your inner knowing. There could be someone who kind of keeps secrets here too. Like I say, just watch out for someone who tries to kind of manipulate. And I don't necessarily feel like it's this person, but like I say, it's all about yourself getting clarity. See, there's curiosity. It's somebody who they're curious about you. They want to know something, and they're taking a leap of faith as well. See, you're going to go down this path with someone for a bit here. But when those signs and signals start cautioning you with someone who's looking for friends with benefits, yeah, you always have to look at who's benefiting. Yeah, see, it's an energy of being single. See, I feel like you got someone who's just wants to be single. But this is about yourself living in this moment, enjoying this time, getting to know someone, dating, courting. It's all about looking out for yourself. See, someone here feels like you got it all going on. They find you very attractive. Yeah. Yeah, I see this taking a little pause, checking things out. I actually feel like you got someone who's going to be looking at you. They're going to be looking at you in an interesting way. So there is going to be some sort of change here, the way someone looks at you, because you're going to spend time with someone. You may have more than one date. But yeah, this is the energy of feeling like there's hope. There's something mutual here. You're going to connect with one of these people. But your intuition's going to guide you. See, this is about keeping some things to yourself. But this is when someone looks at someone, they look at someone, they check you out, they like what they see. Yeah, it'll be both of you. Yeah, I feel like there's someone here that could grow on you. Like I say, if you're patient, there's someone here who that could literally grow on you. That's why I feel there's going to be change. And I feel like you're going to change how you deal with this dating and this courting. But it's all about a person who wants to build a foundation. It's all about spending time together, the things you have in common, learning. Enjoy that time while you're learning about each other. That's what it's telling you to do. Enjoy that time. Don't try to rush into anything. Yeah. If someone starts to pressure you or tries to rush to take it to the next level, take a little pause. But someone here is definitely checking you out. They like what they see. You'll be looking at each other, yeah. Tell me about the star. Yeah, you're going to be wise. You're going to have to make a decision. You're going to be discerning. Whatever it is, just be you. Okay, just be yourself. It has to do with thinking things through. Whether you see a future with someone. I definitely can see one of these does not serve you. See, this is a reality check, looking at the reality of a situation. But one of these people definitely sees you as you've kind of got it all going on, right? So be wise. Don't make any rush decisions. But yeah, I can see the energy. One of these people is... There's possibilities with one of these people, but it's looking at how this will play out. Take a pause and look at it in a couple of different ways here. Yeah. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. You're going to be making a decision. Yeah, you have faith in yourself to make the right choice, but it has to do with commitment. And it has to do with people who don't want to commit, because I definitely feel there's someone who's content the way things are. They just want to be single. And you could be coming across as a little emotionally unavailable to someone too. So it's about being a little vulnerable, being open to this new. See, attracting what you desire with kind compassion and be understanding. See, it's about being understanding. Someone is going to see you that way too when you're kind, compassionate, you're understanding. Okay? And they're going to start looking at you differently. One of these people is definitely going to start looking at you different. Yeah, look at that. See, this is, you're confident, you're strong. Yeah, taming that beast within yourself. It's about watching your words. Don't overthink the situation. But one of these people is definitely, has that been there, done that energy. But one of them is definitely someone who's really finds you attractive. See, it's an energy of confidence, strength. See, you're being kind and compassionate, you're caring. When one of these people sees you as someone who's kind, compassionate, caring, where there's this energy of a possible commitment. Wow. Just choose. It's telling you to think things through. Be discerning, but watch your words, okay? It's about attracting what you desire with kindness, compassion, being understanding. And this is when somebody starts to look at you differently. Someone here likes what they see. They know a good thing when they see it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's yourself, but you can see options, opportunities. Yeah. No rush to make a decision. You might even spend time with both of these people, but it's about knowing when to move on to avoid, a disaster. Applying those lessons. It's all about living in the moment, spending time together, learning about each other. Somebody's definitely going to want to get to know you better. Take care. We'll see you soon.